Austin McBroom from the Ace family has been brutally exposed by his ex-wife. Now, the Ace family were the family channel on YouTube, raking up millions and millions of views, millions of dollars. They were YouTube's golden little family. But in reality, it was all fake bullshit, only showing the amazing things their family does and has. But in reality, a lot of horrendous stuff was happening behind the scenes. And this all gets exposed today. Now, Austin and his wife got divorced in January last year. She put out a statement saying, "As I start this new year, I will challenge myself in ways I've never done before. 2024 will be my year of transformative change, and with this taking place, one of the steps in my journey is the difficult decision to leave my marriage. We have mutually agreed to a divorce and will part amicably. Our paths as a couple have shifted and has created challenges that are irreconcilable. The decision comes with a very heavy heart. As heartbreaking as this is, I also feel liberated. I've spent the past few years prioritizing my children and honoring my commitment to my family. All the while, I seem to be losing myself and my own personal happiness. Our main priority will be to stay united as parents and continue creating a stable, happy and loving environment for our children. Thank you to all my supporters for giving me a safe space to be able to use my voice and share our love. I love you all so much. I'm beyond grateful for all the support we've received from you throughout all these years as a couple. And Austin, you're my best friend, and that will never change." Well, it seems that things have most definitely changed as she airs out all his dirty laundry. Soon after the split, Austin was relegated outside his own house where he had to live in an RV in the drive.
Here's just a little update regarding my living situation. Unfortunately, I was unable to move into the home that I really wanted, and you guys know how much that meant to me because I get to be as close as I can be to my kids. But I did figure out another solution that is just temporary, but it's as best as I can do for now, and I'm happy with it. And as long as they're happy and I'm happy, that's all that matters. So this is what I did. I was able to get this new motorhome, and so I'll be living here temporary, and they're right here. So I still get to be super close to my kids because they're literally, right across the street from me. So just a little update for you guys.
And Austin, to this day, still seems to flex about his marriage.
Want to hear what they said about it? What did they say? That's why my marriage didn't work out. I don't even know his name. Screw you, Johnny. I don't even know if that's your name, but screw you. My marriage did work out for 10 years straight. More successful than a lot of marriages, so shut up.
And if you remember back in 2019, there were rumors spreading that Austin McBroom was cheating on his wife. Now, we thought he was cheating, but we could never have imagined it was this bad. Austin was a dirty dog, to put it mildly, and we see the reasons why he was chucked out and left in the RV, as her ex-wife made a book, and this segment in the book goes into depth about what a scumbag Austin was. It's just these little 2 pages, but it has so much information that I have to read it all. Yes, so much of YouTube has been for clicks, for views, for spectacle, but the love we built our family on, that had been real. And that's what they had always wanted, not Austin waving to them alone, not him standing apart like another famous influencer, but us. That's what I wanted too. My heart felt heavy as I watched my husband, but I did what I did best. I masked it. When the song finished, he made the rounds of schmoozing with people who fed his ego until it was time to go home. I didn't say anything to him that night. I should have. I should have grabbed his hand in the locker room and asked, "Why don't you want me beside you?" But I didn't. Instead, I filed it away, buried the pain. In that moment, though, I felt a subtle shift, the beginning of the end, and just a few months later, everything came crashing down for real. I found out Austin had been cheating on me. Not a suspicion, not a rumor, proof. I realized then why he hadn't wanted to walk beside me, why it had been so easy for him not to. He'd already broken his vows. He'd already been gone from me longer than I'd known. A close family member of his admitted to me that he'd invited a girl to that very Staples Center event. The same night, I'd convinced myself I was being selfless for letting him have his moment. I'd seen her there, pretty, a hanger-on, standing just close enough to feel out of place yet comfortable enough to belong. I had noticed her in the way you catch something that doesn't quite fit a puzzle piece, jammed into the wrong spot. I'd even wondered who'd invited her. Now I knew. It all made sense. The way he hadn't want me next to him, the shrug, the indifference, the way he treated me that night, as if I was a thorn in his side. The distance that had been stretching between us widened like a crack in a foundation too stubborn to crumble all at once. In an instant, it all connected. The realization wasn't an explosion, it wasn't rage or shouting or throwing things, it was slower, heavier, a knife to the gut that didn't cut fast but pressed in deeper and deeper until I could feel it in my bones, or rather my heart. It wasn't just a betrayal, it was a realization that I had been living inside a lie, that our life, the one we had built with cameras, clickbait and perfectly timed edits, was hollowing out beneath me, an illusion created for millions to see but never for me to truly live. The relationship, the love that had once been true had evaporated before my eyes, dissipating into the air like a vapor, leaving nothing behind but the ache of knowing it had been slipping away long before I ever saw it. All the things I'd ignored, brushed aside, rationalized, they hadn't been paranoia, they'd been real. After that, I turned inward. Inside, I questioned everything about Austin, everything that had come before, every late night editing session, every last minute excuse, every glance at his phone that ended with the screen tilted just out my view. I discovered there were others, so many girls, so many betrayals. I had never felt more alone, not just in my relationship, but in life. I couldn't call my mum, I was too ashamed, too humiliated to say the words out loud. He cheated on me. Saying it would make it real, would turn it into something I couldn't shove down or reshape into something easier to swallow. I couldn't tell my dad or my brother. My brother just started his own YouTube channel and I didn't want to pull him into the mess. Didn't want him looking at Austin differently, even though I would never see my husband in the same way again. I was also newly pregnant with our third child, so I carried it alone. The weight of it, the ache of it, the thirst for something I didn't have, it all lived inside me. I sat on my chest, heavy and unmoving, making it hard to breathe, hard to sleep, hard to think about anything else. What an unapologetically disgusting prick. She's pregnant with their third child and he sneakily invites his side piece to the event which she's also attending, treating his wife like shit to appease the piece on the side. And apparently he did this with so many girls, all while on YouTube selling himself as this great father, amazing husband, a family man, just the fakest shit in the world. That is one of the many reasons I hate family channels. Like, imagine living your family life, your whole lifestyle around the fact, what's gonna get the most clicks? What's gonna get the most views? We're doing that today, everyone. And then subjecting your kids to that fake reality. And this is what pisses me off the most. These family channels who have kids instantly shove a camera down their throat because they can see all the money, all the monetization, all the brand deals they can get from that, using them for content that will never ever fade from the internet. The child has no choice in the matter, no choice what they want to do with their life because their privacy has been exploited by their parents because they want money and views. That is literally it. That's the problem I have with these exploitative family channels in general, and it only encourages this kind of behavior more because people see the views. And this might even be an unpopular opinion because these channels are so fucking popular. Like the video if you agree, comment Austin's a dirty dog if you made it this far. Now fuck off and get out.